Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Hump Day. Hope you're having a great midweek. Okay, so yesterday was a very nice day in the markets. Bitcoin briefly rested above 12K, but really Ethereum was leading the charge and rallied over 10% really to bring up the rest of the market. Unfortunately, as you no doubt have seen, the Ethereum fees have hit a new all-time high. We'll take a look at that and what we can do from a couple of different perspectives. Vitalik Buterin is also weighing in on the issue. We have some monthly updates from Loopring, and then we'll take a look at some projects including FalconSwap that are doing their best to reduce fees on Uniswap. They've also partnered with DEXtools and OpenPredict. We have some updates from XDai Chain, otherwise known as STAKE, again to help reduce gas fees on Ethereum. We then have some big news out of Effect.ai EFX is the ticker. We'll let you know what that is about. Something big is coming up purportedly on Thursday. And we also have some big announcements from TrustSwap, which are being unveiled here on Uptrend. Guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency, then be sure to like and subscribe, of course. Okay, let's kick things off with a look at the markets today on CoinGecko.com. We're down a little bit since yesterday, so there's your warning, I suppose. But hey, what goes up must come down. We're actually only down right now 0.4% in these last 24 hours. We were above 400 billion total market cap. We now sit at 397.7 billion. As you can see, Ethereum's come back down a little bit as well, but still sitting at $470. It was closer to the 480, 485 range yesterday. So projects down a percentage point or two, largely actually in the form here of Chainlink and Polkadot. They've come down more than anything else. Binance Coin still up 8.7%. Bitcoin down 1.6% in these last 24 hours. I mentioned it was above 12K just a little bit and just briefly yesterday, but it now sits at $11,712 with a dominance right now that keeps getting lower and lower, 54.4%. And actually, just before moving on, I do want to pay my respects to Tron and Justin Sun. The project is up over 21% in these last 24 hours, up to now over 3.6 cents US. It's up over 57% on the week. So Tron's one of those projects, you either love it or hate it. We're not discussing it today in any detail, but just wanted to mention that nonetheless, up 21.6% in these last 24 hours in a down market. Very impressive. Okay, so despite the positive market movement, we've seen some exorbitant fees yesterday with Ethereum. In fact, they've hit a new all-time high. We're here on cryptonews.com, where they write about how the sky appears to be the limit for Ethereum transaction fees as the median price of transactions touched almost $3.5 yesterday, reaching a new all-time high and spiking for the first time since a bug apparently derailed the decentralized finance YAM project. Also, total gas fees reached a whopping USD 7.1 million on the 30th of August. YAM inflated figures saw a total gas fees peak at USD 8.6 million on the 13th of August, but just after a bug wiped out 90% of the YAM token market capitalization, within the space of a few minutes, those figures dropped all the way down to just 2.56 million US. This dip appears to have been very short-lived indeed, though, with yield farming continuing to grow and ETH fee figures starting to skyrocket again beginning on the 28th of August per BitInfoCharts data. The discussion point right now for many is that the much awaited Ethereum 2.0 launch cannot come soon enough, and many hope that this event will finally see gas fees drop to more reasonable levels because they are pretty exorbitant right now. Here on digitalmarketnews.com, using a DeFi protocol now costs more than $50 as Ethereum fees skyrocket. So as of right now, transferring Ethereum only costs about $4 at the time of press, which is a far cry from Bitcoin's transfer fees of more than $50 at the peak of the 2017 bull market. Many of you will remember those days. Transferring tokens is more expensive with a gas cost of about $17 as of writing, but interacting with decentralized finance protocols has now become so costly that all but the wealthiest of users are pricing out of DeFi. Making a simple Ether to DAI exchange on Uniswap requires $55 in gas fees, and Curve estimates a price of $33, while a trade on Uniswap will cover over $80, and supplying an asset to Compound similarly requires about $57, while on Aave it requires $44. At these gas prices, using these protocols becomes either impossible or uneconomical. In order for the gas cost on a DEX to be equivalent to a traditional exchange fee of 0.2%, one must trade at least $27.5 thousand worth of assets in a single transaction, which is unrealistic, let's face it, for most of us. A user depositing 5,000 DAI on Compound would need to wait over 40 years to break even on gas, even when factoring in the comp rewards. But here's what's interesting, because despite all of this, Uniswap, as we've covered, is breaking all volume records, as more than $680 million was traded in the last 24 hours, again at the time of this press release. More than major centralized exchanges like Coinbase Pro. And according to DApp Radar, Uniswap saw about 16,500 unique wallets interacting with the protocol in the last 24 hours. That yields an average transaction size per wallet of about $41,000, which suggests that these gas fees are not a major issue for Uniswap's current users. They've got some deeper pockets. It's likely that a portion of users will be using multiple wallets, pushing the true average even higher. And here we have Vitalik weighing in on the so-called gas fees issue, and he's validating OmiseGo OMG in the process. So at Vitalik writes here on the 1st of September, to those replying with gas fees are too high, my answer to that is, well, then more people should be accepting payments directly through ZK Sync /Loopring /OMG. Seriously, scaling to 2,500 plus transactions per second for simple payments applications is here. We just need to use it. Matthew Feinstone weighing in on the issue here. I will not bury the lead from Loopring's August update. Loopring's ZK rollup will be able to support AMMs in the coming version 3.6 release. The greatest gas guzzling activity on Ethereum and DeFi will become gas free. Let's see what he's referring to here. He's talking about Loopring's monthly update for August of 2020. So this month we released Loopring's wallet smart contract version 1.1 and started the app's UX UI redesign. But here's the news that I really want to get to regarding those AMMs. We are also finalizing a feature of Loopring 3.6 that we have not yet talked about, AMM. Loopring 3.6 will support both order book based and AMM based trading on layer 2 and allow settlement between regular orders and AMM pools directly. We will share more details about this much requested feature in the coming weeks. And toward that same end of reducing fees, we have other projects and partnerships to talk about here. FalconSwap at Falcon_swap. FalconSwap partners with DEXtools app. Read more about this partnership on medium.com. FalconSwap is also excited to onboard OpenPredict for our initial liquidity mining program. OPT markets will be available on launch day, and OPT users will enjoy fees, savings on FalconSwap, trade OPT to mine FSW FalconSwap. And you can read more about that here as well on medium.com. XDai Stake is also working to reduce fees. Here's what they wrote just about a day ago. The Raid Guild XDai squad is in full force. XDai integrations deploying this very moment to help ease the pain of over-the-top gas fees happening on Ethereum mainnet. And replying here, as you can see, is Crypto. Just let us know when a Uniswap exchange is built on XDai and we will flock to it. These fees are absolutely ridiculous right now. And then from a few days ago, XDai Stake tweeting the following: Stake liquidity pool reward distributions start end of next week. That's coming up soon. Rewards for easy staking go to stakers and LPs. Look for more details early next week and add to the Stake ETH Uniswap pool now for week 1 eligibility. Okay, guys, we've pointed out in the past Effect.ai, their ticker is EFX. We've highlighted them as a project that we've been excited about. They've been one of our really top picks recently for the tail end of the summer, and we're following them. They are on our radar. We think perhaps they should be on yours as well. We do know there is some big information coming. It sounds like it's going to be announced tomorrow very specifically. So here is the tweet, Effect.ai at Effect.aix on Twitter. Make sure you're following. They said on the 31st of August, last Thursday, we were briefly mentioned in Ivan on Tech's video. We're up to something. Together, watch Ivan on Tech this Thursday, that's tomorrow, for some exciting news. Are you counting down with us? So we can't necessarily say anything about what that is just yet, but tune in to tomorrow's Ivan on Tech video, and we imagine the news will be disseminated pretty quickly. We also have news now with regards to TrustSwap and some big announcements that have been made at TrustSwap here on Twitter. An announcement so big it needed an entire blog post. We'll get to this in a second on Uptrend. TLDR, number 1 onboarded to the number 2 at Altcoin market cap and biz dev expert Lux Weigman. Number 2, futures DEX with fees going to swap stakers. And number 3, secondary yield farmed token for swap designed to save gas fees on Ethereum, something that we're all trying to do these days. And here is that full breakdown on uptrend.com, the set of announcements here, all 3 of them in more detail. Number 1, announcing the newest advisor, the TrustSwap business development team, Luke Weigman. Number 2, TrustSwap has hired an exclusive development team to begin working on a decentralized exchange with margin and options trading. That's a big deal. Number 3, Swap is currently exploring the details surrounding launching a yield farming portal for secondary utility token with the TrustSwap decentralized finance ecosystem called Swap Gas, SGAS. It's better than Swamp Gas, I suppose. Swap Gas, though. It's got a cool ring to it. So we have a lot happening in the news, guys. Let us know what you think about these developments. What are you doing to help deal with some of these fees that we're seeing, which are just through the roof? According to many analysts and users alike, there may be no end in sight for the foreseeable future. They're only going to keep rising as this space right now is kind of still in those growing phases, you know? So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you dealing with this? What are your strategies? Give us your thoughts, guys. But make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this hump day, everybody, but have a great midweek, a great Wednesday. Stay safe out there, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.